first of all, how pleased are you with that performance and result and overall this week in response after the Merseyside derby?
Good, tough week, obviously. A lot of games, a lot of minutes, and tough opponents, hard-fighting opponents. Won the two after the Merseyside derby, and so really pleased with that. Obviously, that's it.
And obviously, the controversial moment in the first half was the penalty for Sheffield United. I don't know if you had a chance to see it again. If so, what was your view?
No foul. It's now, I don't know, it was game number 6 in the season, if I'm right. In 3 of them, we were on the wrong end of these kind of decisions. It's not about we want to have any advantage. We just don't want to have any disadvantage, how you can imagine. And so that's the situation now. Today, we were really good in the start of the game. The penalty we conceded gave Sheffield a proper boost. Until then, they couldn't really get us, to be honest. But with all the quality they have and the problems they caused us, but it was good until then. And then we lost a bit patience. Did not exactly what we wanted to do. Actually, scored anyway a goal in the situation in the best attack. Actually, when the formation was in the best place and all this stuff. So went in half time, adjust a few things. Started really well in the second half. And scored a second goal, scored another one, which was, I don't know anymore, offside or not. And then Mo had this incredible chance, super play of him. And yeah, didn't score. And so the game stayed open. And they had their moments, but we defended well with a big heart. And so I liked it.
James Pearce. James, you're on next. You need to unmute and then get it. Yeah.
Hi, Jurgen. Can I just ask you about the change of formation tonight? What was that a way of getting Jota and the normal front 3 in the same team? And how did you think it worked?
Good in a lot of moments. Yes, it was not so much about getting Diogo on the pitch because he can play a lot of positions in our actual formation or usual formation. No, it was like how can we start? How can we change? How can we do all the stuff which is important in the game? How can we cause them problems? Look, Sheffield United has a big advantage, obviously, that they prepare a full week for our game, so they can do 12 different set pieces to train them during the week. We have recovery sessions, and so we thought with a slight change we could at least give them some problems as well. What we did actually, I think the very first ball was an incredible ball. We didn't play that ball anymore, unfortunately, when Sadio was through and Mo was nearly there. So yes, the idea was just not to change too much for us because it's only in moments. Of course, defending-wise, it's completely different. Offensively, it's not that different, but gives us an extra option. Brought Mo in a different position, where I have to say he played an incredible game. But so Mo and Sadio didn't score, but played outstanding. Sadio was in a 1-1 situation. It's pretty much undefendable. Mo between the lines, sensational, super chance. And the other two boys scored and played good as well. So that helps, obviously.
Thank you. We've got questions from Carl Markham and Neil Jones, and that's it. Carl first, and then on to Neil.
Hi, Jurgen. You got Alisson back today, which was probably a bit earlier than you expected. How much of a bonus is that for you?
Look, Adrian did really well again in that moment, but getting Ali back is of course a pretty big boost for all of us. It was now nearly 3 weeks he was out, I think. Feels like we had 50 games in between now and then, and I was really happy when he gave green light and said yes, I'm ready, because it was his decision. I cannot make the decision for him and tell him, do you still feel pain or too much pain when you bounce on the ground or whatever. So it was his decision, and he said thumbs up, and so we were happy.
Okay, Neil Jones and then Dom King, and then that's it. Neil.
On Jota, he's already made a decent impact, obviously.
Good player.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear loud.
Yeah, looks a good player. I mean, can you just talk about what he's brought to the team and how pleased you've been with how he's settled in?
Oh, it's not so much what he's brought in the team. He's a good player. That's why we signed him. And he says, yeah, that's what I really love. I said it only a few minutes ago because the Chris Wilder press conference was obviously pretty long. So I was always together with my coaches, and I said, it's so easy. He's such a likable person, so it's so easy to like him, and that makes everything easy. And then the player is quick. He has his physicality, is really strong. Is good in the air, good on the ground, a lot of good things. So, but that's exactly the quality we need, and so that helps a lot. And tonight now was a game where they all four played up front together, and you know how good Shaqiri was at Amsterdam, and he's close, obviously. Taki is very close, and so all these things help, of course. This is the area, long may it stay like this, where we have in the moment options. In midfield, we had to make the decision. So we push the same midfield through again or whatever. How can we change then and all these kind of things? We thought it's better to change the system before the game and go back to the actual system than to change the system in the game when we have to change. And that's why we decided for tonight. And yes, Diogo scored a super goal and was really involved in the game. And he can be much better, 100%. And that's good news.
And final question from the press conference, Dom King. Dom, to finish.
Yeah, and just on that point about Jota, you've always said that new players who come into your team, they need a bit of time to adjust, to get to know your style, your way of working. Given that he's already scored 2 goals and he's making an influence, and the circumstances that you've got now with so many games and whatever, as the sort of way that he's adjusted so quickly, taking you by surprise or pleasantly surprised you?
Not sure by surprise. He's still adapting. So a lot of things are in a moment what we do are not natural to him. But that's only because Wolves plays different. But a lot of things what he did for Wolves are exactly what we want him to do. So yes, that he is that close already is just a sign how good a player he is. And how I said, if he stays fit, he's 23. The future is bright. Let me say it like this. And we will need his quality. And I'm really happy that he settled nicely so far.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys. Thanks, boss.
See you. Bye.
See you Monday. Bye-bye.